Okay, remember where we left off? Olam HaZeh, Olam HaBa, which one's bigger, which one's greater? So according to Pirkei, Olam HaZeh, or 1 hour in this world is bigger than the world to come. We explain how that applies to Gan Eden, right? As Gan Eden, we're only interacting with a reflection or a ray of divinity. We're actually interacting with it consciously. Here, we're interacting with the whole thing, not only memale kol almim, esove kol almim, not only finite godly light, but an infinite godly light. But here we're oblivious to what's going on. But because we're dealing with a much bigger access to divinity, so 1 hour here is greater than there. And then we started explaining how could we say that 1 hour here is greater than the time in Olam HaTechiyah, the time of the resurrection of the dead, and we went into a whole Kabbalistic numerical explanation about 310 worlds, and which is half of the 620 mitzvahs, which we proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that here we have more access, but it wasn't probably a very exciting answer. Mostly because we don't really understand what it means from a mystical perspective. And now we're going to try to give a more understandable answer with less numbers, less mystical teachings. At the same time, it could double our guilt of not taking advantage of our time here. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Korbanos. When we bring Korbanos, when we bring sacrifices, the Torah specifies all the sacrifice we have to bring for the different chagim and different situations and sins and this and that. And it is a very common phrase that the Torah says, Reach Nichoach laHashem. Yeah? Reach Nichoach laHashem. Which means a pleasant aroma for Hashem. That when you bring a sacrifice in the temple, Hashem enjoys the smell of barbecue. Yeah? Mm-hmm. When you put it on the Mizbeach and it burns, smells. And what does Rashi says about this? Rashi says, Nachad ruach lefanai she'amarti v'na'aseh retzoni. You give me nachad ruach. What is nachad ruach? Nachas, the famous Nachas. You give me Nachas. You give me pride. You give me this sense of...
It's Yiddish, right?
It's actually Hebrew.
Really?
In a Yiddish accent.
Okay.
It's nachat. In Yiddish, it's a nachas. But it's the same. It's a Hebrew word. Mm-hmm. So you give me this sense of being proud of you and sense of internal joy. Why? She'amarti v'na'aseh retzoni, because I said, please bring me a sacrifice, and you did it. No. Like suddenly you tell your kid, can you please take out the trash? And he actually grabs the trash and throws it out. I said, wow, that's a surprise. Or whatever your kid can do that gives you nachas, it gives you a feeling of, wow, okay, good job. Amazing. It's amazing to be your father because you did this or you did that. And here is the huge difference between Olam HaZeh and Olam HaBa, as we're going to expand. We have to remember, I say remember, I don't remember if we've talked about this, but for me it's remembering that there's two ways of serving Hashem. Iskafia and Ishafcha. You've heard this?
Yeah.
Maybe?
mentioned it, but didn't go into a long explanation.
Iskafia and Ishafcha. There's two ways of serving Hashem, or two ways really to go against the klipa, or the evil side, or the tuma, or the impurity. Iskafia means like to hit, to subjugate, to dominate, to control, where evil exists. And when I say evil, I'm not talking about a serial killer. I'm talking about the evil within us. It's there. It wants to do something bad, but you're able to grab it by the neck and says, "We're not doing this." And he's fighting. He wants to do it. He wants to force you to do it, but you're able to Iskafia, knock him down. Yeah. So I have this desire, but I'm not going to do it. And as I am not doing it, I still have the desire to do it, but I'm not going to do it. So it's a head-on fist fight. And then you have Ishafcha, which comes from laHafoch, to turn around, to transform, where if you're able to transform the evil inside of you, it no longer wants to do bad. So now I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting myself. I'm not holding myself back. I don't have even the desire. Yeah. Now, by default, of course, what we're doing in general is Iskafia. But there are areas of our lives where we have done Ishafcha, where you say, do you want to do this Aveira? Not really. Do you feel this crazy craving to put cheese on your burger? I have other cravings, but no, maybe not that one, or maybe yes. So there could be things where technically you've achieved this hafcha, or though in general, unless you're a tzaddik, even a Beinoni, you are doing iskafia. You are fighting and holding it down. So we're constantly battling against evil to do good, to do what Hashem wants from us. So in Olam HaZeh, in this world, every mitzvah that we do, especially when we don't want to do it, or at least maybe I don't want to do it now. Like, I enjoy giving this class. I don't enjoy waking up at 5:30. It would be much easier to give the class later. Now later I'm busy, and you're busy, and we're not together, so it's not going to work. So, no, we're here. Whether it's Iskafia or whether it's I'm ashamed not to come and leave you hanging. Either one. No.
Rooster.
Even my Yetzer Hara this morning said, okay, you're going today, but find an excuse to cancel for tomorrow. So I guess tomorrow we are learning, because we have to do Iskafia. I don't know what we're learning, because I think we're going to finish this one, but anyways. So every mitzvah we do, especially when we have to put in some amount of effort, we're doing Iskafia, and what is Hashem seeing? Nachat ruach she'amarti, lefane she'amarti v'nasar etzoni. Look at this Nachas. If your kid takes out the trash every single day without you telling him, and then one day you tell him take out the trash and he takes it out, are you going to have Nachas?
He does it every day, routine.
Not really. You don't feel Nachas when your kid does what he usually does, even if it's good. You feel Nachas when your kid does something that is out of character, that you know required effort, that it wasn't obvious he was going to do. Then you have Nachas. That doesn't, we should be proud even of the things,
Right.
but again, we don't appreciate the sun coming up in the morning, and we don't appreciate whatever good our kids do, because they just do it. We appreciate when they go beyond what they usually do. And so every time we require effort to do something, we're causing Hashem to feel Nachas. We're causing Hashem to say, oh, look at Avraham, look at him. Look at Mark with his new hat, but he's still going to shul. It's okay. One day you're not going to have a new hat to bring, and you're still going to come, right? You're going to have to show off an old hat.
That, I would say, will probably happen in about 35 years, but I got enough to cover.
Baruch Hashem. So in Gan Eden, and how much more so in Olam HaTechiyah, where we're perceiving the divine reality, where there's no evil. If we do a good thing, is Hashem going to have Nachas? I'll give you an easier example. Suppose you behave in a certain way, but you're standing in front of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Are you going to behave that way, or are you going to control yourself for a minute? Okay, obviously it's easy to behave well standing in front of the Rebbe. You don't even want to do the bad thing. Question is, what are you going to do when you get out? So in Gan Eden, we don't even have bodies. We have neshamas, and we're just seeing godliness. In Olam HaTechiyah, we're going to come back down here in a body, but there won't be any bad. There won't be evil. There won't be Yetzer Hara. We'll just see divinity to the nth degree. You're going to do good? No, of course. What else are you going to do? You're going to give me Nachas because you took out the trash? Of course you took out the trash. I mean, it's like you would have to go against your will not to take out the trash at that point. So in Gan Eden, in Olam HaTechiyah, there's no Nachas. There's no Nachas. We're not giving Hashem Nachas. There's no shkoyach. No. And
No mitzvot. No,
sorry, and in
no nachas, no mitzvot.
yes, mitzvot, there's no effort.
Okay.
The outcome is already set.
Learning Torah.
Imagine a world, I'm going to put it in your terms.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where the New York Jets, it's impossible that they lose. And they win. It says, no, shkoya, of course you won. It's impossible you lose.
Correct,
But imagine if this season they win more than one game.
they won 3 last year. But go
Okay.
on.
Imagine they win 4. That's wow.
All right.
Look at those. Those guys are getting good now. We won 4 games. Nachas. Because it required effort. It was unexpected. It wasn't obvious. So in Gan Eden and in Olam HaTechiyah, who's getting Nachas? Hashem is not getting Nachas. You are getting Nachat Ruach. You are getting enjoyment from the divinity and the godliness you're seeing. But you're not giving Hashem Nachas. No? So what's more valuable? That a kid has Nachas or that his father has Nachas from him? No. What's more valuable? That a little pawn has Nachas or that the commander-in-chief has Nachas from his pawns? Or what is superior? That a Yid has Nachas or that Hashem has Nachas from him? So in this world, in Olam HaZeh, we are able to give Nachas because we are able to do Iskafia. Iskafia is, I want to do the bad thing or I don't want to do the good thing, but I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to force myself and I'm going to hit the bad and I'm not going to do it. His hafa is nu shkoyach. Of course you don't do this because you don't even want to. So you don't give nachas about something you don't like to do.
No, when you get to all this literature seems to be of limited use, correct? Because we're here, we don't have to sort of theorize or read or learn a lot of this stuff. It's just happening naturally.
Yes and no.
Okay, that's what I don't understand.
We'll finish and I want to try to answer that. So this is the great advantage of Iskafia versus Ishafcha. It's the same typical advantage of the Baal Tshuva and the Tzaddik. When Hashem sees a Tzaddik doing a mitzvah, he's not look at the Tzaddik. No, look at this quote-unquote Rebbe doing a mitzvah. You see, I think Hashem gets Nachas. He's a Tzaddik. He doesn't want to do anything else. When he sees one of us doing a mitzvah, he calls his angels, Michael, Gabriel. Look at this guy. Look what he's doing. Amazing. He did a mitzvah. He woke up early. He did this, he did that. You know what he was doing last night? I don't want to tell you, but he woke up early today.
Right.
He put on his hat or his jacket and he came to shul. Yeah. Nachas. Iskafia, Baal Tshuva, give Nachas. Tzadikim, no Nachas. Right? Is it bad to be a tzaddik? No. It's just not very exciting. You already know what's going to happen. You want to watch a movie where you know what's going to happen? Who likes to you like to watch World Cup games? Well, you already know the result. Maybe if Uruguay wins, you would like to watch it anyway.
Watch it several times a day.
It's like, no, shkoyach. I already knew you were going to win, so there's no nachas. There's no excitement.
That's probably not the same type of nachas in Gan Eden. Something must be there, otherwise it doesn't make sense.
It gives you You're going to enjoy Gan Eden.
Forget about me, we're talking about the nachas of Hashem.
Why would Hashem have nachas of you being in Gan Eden?
No, not me. We're talking about the nachas, no nachas from the tzaddik, no nachas from the angels, no nachas from the... Maybe there's something.
When you tell lehavdil, you tell ChatGPT, do this, and he does it, you have nachas?
Nachas is from this world. In Gan Eden, maybe there's something else. We'll see.
We're using logic. What are you going to find? Again, we're not, this is not mystical stuff.
No, wait. I think you're comparing or whatever. We're talking about comparing this world with Olam HaBa, right? This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. But so, and 1 hour here in this world is more valuable than Olam HaBa, than Gan Eden, Olam HaBa.
You're not convinced?
No, I understand. I heard that many times before.
You heard this Nachas explanation before? Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So the problem is, I didn't surprise you, so now you don't have Nachas from me. It wasn't. You already knew the ending, so that's why you're not very excited. I knew the ending, and I'm excited.
No, I understand I understand what it means. I mean, because Nachas, the kind of Nachas that we're talking about, relates to this world. With us in this world.
Correct. It can only happen here.
Exactly.
Because there's only a position here.
Exactly. Which doesn't mean, I think, that there is another kind of nachas in Olam HaBa for Hashem. I think that's what comes to
The definition of Nachas doesn't have to change. The definition of Nachas doesn't change because you go to Gan Eden.
Well,
Nachas is something.
So Hashem doesn't like a Gan Eden?
He doesn't get Nachas from Gan Eden. You think he built the whole universe to have Gan Eden?
No, that I understand.
He built the whole universe to have this world.
Here, right.
This is where Nachas is. This is where Nachas happens.
Okay.
Gan Eden, no Nachas.
Okay.
No Nachas. No. This is humanly understandable, logical thinking. Here, today, you have an opportunity to give Hashem Nachas. Olam HaBa, it doesn't mean Hashem doesn't want you there. It's okay, come here. Let's enjoy some Ziva Shechina, some rays of divinity. Olam HaTechiyah, there'll be amazing things. We're going to live in absolute bliss, whatever that means. But we're not going to be Nachas to Hashem. That will not be there. And that's what the Pirkei is trying to point out based on what the Rebbe Maharash is explaining. And now what time is it?
I have 6:39.
Okay. Now this the Rebbe Maharash did not say the following thing, but I will say it. This could be an impediment to Mashiach's coming.
What?
What we just explained. One of the things the Rebbe said is that one of the reasons Mashiach is not here is because we don't want him to come. Now the typical explanation is, I'm comfortable here. I live a comfortable life in Aventura, Florida. Come to shul, there's shiurim at night, sometimes with good food. I heard there was a good menu last night by the class. All kosher, of course. There's a new bakery that opened in Hallandale. I'm not going to say the name because they're not paying me. No, Bakey. Anyways. But besides for that, there might be another impediment to Mashiach's coming, which is here we can give Nachas to Hashem. Once Mashiach comes, we won't. We obviously need to get past that reason, but understanding this could be another obstacle in the road to say, okay, let's just win the final battle. Let's give the final piece of Nachas, to give a little more Nachas to my Father in heaven. And then we'll find out, as you said,
What's the point of waiting for Mashiach then? Or
because Hashem wants Mashiach to come. Hashem wants us to finish the job. The point of everything, the point of everything is not what you want. A lot of people over centuries and millennia have wanted Mashiach to come. Why? So my problems go away. Yeah? That was the status quo for 2,000 years. Nowadays, most people don't really want Mashiach to come because my problems are manageable. I have problems. Believe me, I could use help here. But it's not like we're living in pogroms. Well, we're not living in, you don't know, like, probability says you're going to go out to the street today, you're going to have a good day, you're going to come back to shul, and then tomorrow you'll be here. Back then, it's like you had no, probability says you might not come home tonight. So it used to be people wanted Mashiach to come for selfish reasons. Now we need to want Mashiach to come for no reason that I want.
Has anybody
Because
ever
Hashem,
said that? I don't want Mashiach to come. I've never heard anything like that.
nobody says it, but everybody's thinking it.
How do you know that?
I'm in my head, and the Rebbe said it.
Really?
You have to be honest with yourself. No?
Okay.
Let's say you ask an Argentinian fan
Yeah.
the Friday before the World Cup final, do you want Mashiach to come now? Che, please. He can come in 3 days. Let me watch the final. No.
You've been better off picking up one first.
Yeah, that's. And anyways, to answer your question in 20 seconds, is that the Torah has infinite depth. So yes, some of the ideas we're discussing on the Torah, as we look at them from a simple perspective, seems like useless information when Mashiach comes. That's fine,
Yeah,
but
right.
when Mashiach comes, we're going to be able to go deeper and deeper into the same words, and they will be relevant at that point as well.
Seems like it becomes like a